Hello, everybody, and welcome back for yet another edition of Senior Moments. A quick look at what's happening at the North Andover Senior Center. I'm your host, Lester Rugg. It's time to go forth into the month of July, and things are definitely heating up at the Senior Center. Boy, are they ever. Before we look at this month's calendar, I'd like to pass on a couple of news items to you. Starting July, Let's Do Lunch will be expanded to 5 days a week. Hey! This program is offered by the folks at AgeSpan, and menus are available for pickup at the center's reception desk. A $2 donation is requested at the day of the meal. And it's time to get on those dancing shoes, or should I say dancing boots. Line dancing is being added to the Senior Center fitness repertoire, and the first class takes place on the morning of Wednesday, July 10th at 9 o'clock. As with other dance classes, you need to register in advance, and the cost is a recommended $1 donation. After all that dancing, you might need a bit of massage. So, with lucky for you, that massage therapy sessions are being offered at the Senior Center's licensed massage therapist, Antonio Chong. He'll be coming on Thursday, July 11th, and also on Thursday, July 25th, offering massage on areas such as the face, the neck, hands, arms, shoulders, and feet. Antonio is available for either a 15-minute or a 30-minute session from 9 a.m. to noon. The price for a 15-minute session is $10. It's reasonable, and a 30-minute session will cost $20. Contact the Senior Center at 978-688-9560 for more information. Cyber Summer program will be going on Wednesday through the summer here at the center. This will be made possible due to a grant from the Massachusetts Executive Office of Elder Affairs. On Wednesday, July 10th, there will be a discussion on cybersecurity, followed by a course on social media essentials on the next Wednesday, July 17th. After that, on Wednesday, July 24th, the Social Security Administration will present a program on accessing your Social Security account online. And to wrap up the month, there will be a class on games, podcasts, voice-to-text, maps, and other everyday useful apps on your computer on Wednesday, July the 31st. These events start at 12:30 p.m. on their respective Wednesdays, and more cyber summer courses are coming up in the month of August. So you want to stay logged in. Like my humor, huh? Cold War intrigue is the subject of this month's feature documentary. The film is titled A Compassionate Spy, tells the story of Ted Hall, an American physicist who worked on the Manhattan Project and wound up sharing nuclear secrets with the Soviet Union. This film will be shown on Monday, July 8th, starting at 10 o'clock. Later this month, the Summer Olympics will begin in Paris, just in time for this event, and we will be hosting an interesting lecture in our lifelong learning series called The History of the Olympic Games. Local media historian and Professor Donna Halper is the lecturer, and she will look at the Olympic movement from its inception to how it's doing in the present day. Olympic rituals and events will be discussed, as well as the lecture will be taking place on Monday, July 22nd at 10:30 a.m. To register, please call the Senior Center at 978-688-9560. The North Andover Board of Health Senior Center's health services operate a couple of important events at the center every Wednesday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The first is a walk-in clinic in which eligible residents can come in to have their blood pressure and blood glucose checked. We did that a long time ago at the old center. This is also an Ask the Nurse service in which eligible residents can stop by the center and ask a nurse questions about health-related issues, as well as medication questions. Once again, these take place every Wednesday from 11:30 to 12:30 at the Senior Center. Have you ever heard of grandma hobbies? Well, you may have heard of the hobbies, even if you may not have heard that actual term, grandma hobbies. They are things that seem to be lost arts, but are now making a comeback. Creative pursuits such as canning, knitting, quilting, and sewing, these are now all referred to as grandma hobbies. And the Senior Center is kicking off a series of classes to help teach these insurgent hobbies. The first class will be taking place on Friday, July 26th at 1 p.m. It'll be on making and canning salsa. Going to heat up the day with that one. They will not only teach you how to make your own delicious salsa, but also the most up-to-date canning methods so you can safely preserve your salsa. For more information, just call the center at 978-688-9560. Now, let's check out the marquee and see what the featured films are at the Sutton Cinema for the month of July. Shows are every Thursday starting at 1 p.m. and call the Senior Center to register for any of these film screenings. The Sutton Cinema will be closed on Thursday, July 4th, unfortunately, but it will be on Thursday, July 11th. They'll be showing Operation Mincemeat. This is the story about the Allies' plan in 1943 to launch an all-out European assault while protecting their forces from entrenched German firepower. Snacks will be provided by Cedars View Rehabilitation. Shirley will be shown the following week on Thursday, July 18th, and it's based on the life of Shirley Chisholm, the first ever black congresswoman, and in 1972 she decided to launch a campaign to become President of the United States. Snacks for the day will be provided by Benefit Advisory Group. On Thursday, July 25th, the feature will be Hollers, which is about a struggling artist from New York City who returns to the small town he grew up in after learning of his mother's illness. Snacks for the day will be provided by Brightview Senior Living. Showtime for all the Sutton Center features is 1 o'clock. A couple of regular Senior Center events will be taking some time off. There will be no men's breakfast this month of August, but it will be back in September. There will also be no lunch at trivia happening in July, but it will be back next month. The women's breakfast will take place on Friday, July 19th, and the van will be departing on the center at 8:30 a.m. and head north of the border to Mary Ann's Diner in Salem, New Hampshire. The lunch bunch will be back in action on Monday, July 8th, heading to Kimball's Farm in Westford. Everybody all aboard, as the van will leave North Andover at 11 o'clock. And the Supper Club will enjoy their July meal one town over as they head to Butch's Uptown in Haverhill. The van will head out from the Senior Center at 4 p.m. Don't be late. With all of these meal programs, they do fill up quickly, and it's first come, first served. Call the center at 978-688-9560 to get your spot at the table. Now, as always, there's so much going on at the Senior Center each month, and we don't have all the time to cover all of it. Remember that all of these events are listed in the bi-monthly newsletter. that goes out to every senior center member. If you would like a copy of our regular newsletter emailed to you, please call the North Andover Senior Center, 978-688-9560, or you can email them at the address shown here on the screen. Stay tuned for our next episode when August leads us into the dog days of summer. Until then, this is Lester Rugg saying thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you next time. And on that note, again I say adios muchachos.